Come on, work. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, everything's working. Sorry about that. But, we're not going to be playing anything. No one's probably ever going to watch this, and whoever does, I've either sent it to them purposefully, or, well, I don't know. Maybe you just found it scrolling through some random crap on your recommendeds. I know I probably sound horrible. I am on a PlayStation after all. And also, my voice just isn't that great. But I wanted to talk a little bit about myself. My name's Curtis Kirkland, and I wanted to talk about my life. Yeah, this may get sad. Yeah, a couple things may happen. But, just how life is. Sorry, I want to try and change the settings that I can. The game's a little loud, but I guess before I talk, this is Carbon King Simulator 2018. Been playing it for a while. Well, these are my two pride and joys: the Salem Spectre and then the Salem Fastback. This one puts out about over 1,300 horsepower. As you can see, I've modified it a lot. And in my Fastback 289 puts over 700 horsepower out. The monster cars. My favorite. It is this one right here. It reminds me of a Mustang and a GTR mix. But anyways, with the formalities out of the way. Or well, most of them. I'm 19 years old, live with my parents. Do nothing but sit around playing video games and talk to people on the internet. Other than that, I don't really do much. I have a sort of job, but it isn't anything really. I wanted to talk about myself. As always, I'm always sure. Of course. You're gonna find out a lot. I repeat myself and I say dumb shit. It's just how it goes. I don't do a lot in life, and when I do, I try my best. I always care for my family. I love them, and I'd do anything for them. They'd do anything for me too, but I'd die for them, regardless. I give them what paychecks I got and what love I have. I sit through them through their pain, or I sit with them through their pain and suffering. And I've done that for a long time. I've gotten to the point where I don't want to anymore, and I hate it. I'm tired of seeing my family in pain and going through hardships. But of course, we always do. It's just the cycle of my family, apparently. We've done so many nice things for other people. I've done nice things for people, or at least I've tried to. Whether that be helping out on games, or listening to people, as I've done recently. Listen to their problems and feelings. I've done my best. Or so I think I have. And I have to be a rock. I mean, basically I have to be strong for the people I listen to and for my family. I don't get to say much. When I do, it comes crying out, and I feel like an idiot for even telling people. I don't want to, and I really hate to a lot of times. It just sucks. But I do. And I hate telling people how I feel because I don't want to bring them down. I don't want to make them feel sorry for me. For them to feel like they have to care for me when I should be caring for them. I hate it. But sometimes I let myself get vulnerable around people. I've done it with my love, or, well, hope to be love. I've done that with my friends online. And I know my friend in real life that I've known for a long time probably be mad at me, or would be. I don't know if I'll still send this to him or what I'll do. I know I might send this to my friends. I know I might. It sounds so dumb. But I probably will send it to at least my friends that I care about. And they care about me. Surprisingly. I know. I don't tell my family anything. And when I do, I really sometimes regret telling them. Like when I was actually, came out to be, homosexual or whatever. And yeah, that already sounds dumb if someone finds this on their recommended and decides to watch it. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Yeah, I told my parents I was gay. Moving on. I told them I loved this boy that I've known since elementary school. We weren't always the greatest of friends, but recently he's cared for me, as he has over the years. But he has a life. He has a job. He has an internship. He has a life. He's not looking for someone. Hell, doesn't really need to. With how nice he looks. Sorry for all the breathing. But, anyways. He's got his life figured out. And even though he cares, deep down, we aren't kids anymore. We don't have time for lovey-dovey relationships or anything like that. He's about the same age as me, if not maybe a little older. And as I said, he works, he has problems, and he has things to deal with. He doesn't have time for me or for being all romantic-y lovey-dovey. He has a life to live. I know even though maybe he eventually does want to love and all. Doesn't make me any less sad, but it is how life is. People have their problems, people have the things they have to deal with. And in the end, I'm kind of a nuisance to them. It's sad, but it's true. He has stuff to deal with, and all I do is bug him and maybe cause problems for him. I don't even know if he'll see this. But I really care for him. I love him. And I keep breathing. But I'd love to be with him for life. Really. But if, things don't work out, then so be it. I may go back to my original plan. Or at least I would, if it wasn't for the friends I've made. The few friends I've made. The past week? Past week. I know, that sounds dumb. The past best friends I've made. In a week. I told them about the same things that I told my friend, who I care for. We'll call them Jay, I guess, for just to give them a name. Whatever. I've told Jay pretty much my whole life story, and he's been there throughout my life to care for me and whatnot. And I've told these few friends more or less what I have told him in years. It sounds so dumb. Trusting people online? What are you doing? You know that someone could betray you at any moment. As I know, I've been betrayed before. I used to have a ton of friends online. A ton. I used to play Siege. I used to have better internet. Right now I have crappy internet like I do. But I used to have better internet. And I used to play Siege and GTA and grind all these games like COD and whatnot. And I used to have tons of friends. I would always get friends requests. I would always have fun. Sure, they weren't like these ones are. These friends. But I had a few that were close. And one, of course, decided to mess with me and catfish me. And I, of course, fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. for about a couple months, maybe. I don't remember exactly. And I don't want to remember. But it happened. I can't change the past. I fell for it. I was an idiot. I was young and just an idiot. I truly was. But I lived with those mistakes and I can't change them. Although sometimes I wish I could, but sometimes I'd rather let those mistakes happen. I was in pain. I bawled my eyes out all that night. I felt alone. After being catfished and confiding in Josh, I never thought damn it, I just said his name. Whatever. People I'll send this to know his name anyways. He's pretty much. But point is, I never thought of anything back then, and after he, went the way, I guess, or to put it bluntly, he went gay, he went feminine. Alright? I never thought of anything. He was with someone, I guess, at the point, and, well, I guess eventually I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna ask what happened. I'm not gonna even try and figure out what happened. But what happened, and I love him, and he's cared for me for so many years. And yes, we've talked and whatnot about, being serious and whatnot, but he has, as I said, and I'm going to repeat myself constantly, like a babbling idiot, that he has stuff to deal with. And no time for me. Although maybe every once in a while, maybe he'll listen to me if I confide in him, but in the end, I'm just a nuisance. A problem. That is better left unanswered than just forgotten. As some problems just are. I feel like dirt. I feel alone. Although I really shouldn't with how caring everyone around me is. But I am. And yes, that's dumb. And that's such a teenager thing to worry about. Like, oh, I'm alone. I'm sad. I want somebody. Everybody does. At least once. But I feel it's such a big part of my life. I sound like such an idiot. Just a thorn to all my friends. Or what I guess I could call them friends. I don't know. I feel like dirt and whatnot, and to tell you the truth, I've told my friends, yeah, maybe I'm better off alone. I've confided in them. I've told them the stuff. I've told them my situations, and I've told them that, hey, I've thought of maybe ending my life, and that I'm very serious about it. I have plans. I've thought about it long and hard. That come 25 years old, after I get a gun, and a couple browns, and give all the money I have, everything, to my family, to maybe finally let them be happy, that I will pass on from this world into the next, or whatever awaits, and no longer be a problem. To let everyone around me be happy, I guess. To no longer have them dealing with me, my problems, my BS, and my constant whining and booing and complaining. To make everyone feel better. Of course, I've come across things like my love and my friends that have talked me out of it multiple times. But I always feel, deep down, no matter how much they talk me out of it, no matter how much they show me love or care for me, that I still have nothing. I'm useless in this world. I have no one to be with. I have nothing to give to this world. I'm not special. I'm not. I'm just a crying, booing idiot who bothers everyone with his problems. Although I listen to other people's problems and whatnot, I'm just an attention hog. I just want attention. Like any dumb young teenager or young adult, I want attention. To feel, I guess, loved and cared for. And in the end, I'm a bother to everyone I'm around. Whether that be my co-workers that I've worked with, my friends that I've talked to, or even my family. I am a bother and an attention-seeking bitch. That's all I am. It's just an attention seeker. Just to feel something. To feel something other than pain that I felt. And that comes out around my friends and people. It comes out around everyone except for, well, my coworkers, of course, because duh. That's just dumb. And two, my family. I don't tell them anything. I don't confide anything in them. And what I do, as I'm pretty sure I've already repeated at the beginning of this, is very little and is very somewhat serious. But as I just don't trust them with anything. They're like my friends, but not even that. I want to be treated like family, but they treat me as a friend that they cry to and complain to about each other and about life. As people do. And then they fight and yell and holler. And they say, oh, it's just a part of working things out. But in the end, I always feel like it's my fault. Even though maybe Jens will say, or my friends will say, oh no, it's not your fault. It's just how life is. Life hits you, it sucks. And it does. And I've lived with it. And I hate it. And I've learned to move on and suck it up so many times. And I hate it. I genuinely hate it. But I can't do anything else, because then if I try to tell other people about how I feel and how crap I just am, all I do is end up creating problems for them. And then that breaks the point of me being the rock that I have to be for the people I'm around. And then it makes me hurt knowing that they hurt for me, or that they care for me, because I'm not supposed to be the one that they care for. I'm supposed to be the one that cares for them and loves them and holds them when they need a shoulder to cry on. I want to be that person. Whether it's they need someone to yell at, someone to cry with, or someone to just comfort them, I want to be that person, not the one that's crying to them or yelling at them. I would never yell at my friends, although I have in the past plenty of times. I've yelled at my friends and regretted a lot of things. I don't live the life of, oh, no regrets. I am nowhere near that point in my life being happy with the shit that I've done in my life. I have many, many regrets. I do. And I'm probably talking too fast for the stream to catch up. And it probably is recording my shit audio. And no one will be able to tell after my blubbering. So I'll probably have to listen to this back to my dumb voice and see if it was even worth it. In which I'll still probably send it to maybe people. But they'll probably never watch it. Or if they do, they'll just come to to me, wanting to comfort me. And in the end, this will be pointless because then I'll be doing the damn thing that I didn't want to do. But I felt I had nowhere else to turn to. In the end, it's a lose-lose regardless of what I do or how I put it. I end up feeling like shit, or I make them feel like shit. And it's all my fault. Regardless. So I don't know. It's pointless. It's all pointless. It just is. I don't know why I even try and care. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. But that's just life. It just sucks. It really does. But so what? I have to suck it up. As I've taught myself time and time again. Just suck it up. Life sucks. Move on. Deal with it. You fuck up, you fuck up. It's just how life is. You hate it, I hate it, everybody hates it. Most people don't suck it up, to be fair. Or like these newer generations. Oh, I'm so emotional. Suck it up. As I've had to plenty of times around my family, and keep my mouth shut. There are some things you just shouldn't say. And I've learned the hard way that there are some things you just don't fucking say. Whether it be just talking to someone casually and saying something you really shouldn't have, or whatever. I just hate it. I hate having to keep my mouth shut, but it's the way the world is. Sometimes you just need to learn when to shut up. Do I know when that is? For a couple things, yes. For a lot, no. I still have a lot of learning to do. As usual. But it's the way the world is. Life sucks, we move on. Now I'm getting into other shit. I'm getting into completely boring shit no one wants to talk about. I'm here to talk about myself. I'm talking about things that no one wants to hear. I'm just going to drag on for however long I decide to. I really don't know. The point is, I don't want to be a bother to my friends. I hate being a bother to them, and it makes me feel even worse. I feel bad already with the stuff I have to deal with being there for them, with having to listen to them and comforting them. And that alone already sounds like just the stupidest thing to say. I already feel like an idiot. But no one's going to see this anyways, so it doesn't matter. I hate having to deal with my parents' problems. Mainly theirs, just because, well, I've had to deal with them so long, and I don't want to. They're not my friends. My friends, I'll deal with gladly. Occasionally, I may be a little grouchy, and, that's just part of life. I suck it up, and I listen. I'm there for them. And I try and give them the best chance that I can. So I learned to suck up the shit that I feel and deal with it. And deal with them. Wholeheartedly and with every single bit of care that I have. But I mainly hate dealing with my parents because I don't want to deal with their stuff. That's not my problem. They're supposed to take care of me. I'm not supposed to take care of them, or at least that's been ingrained in my head from the other people of how I shouldn't be taking care of them. They should be taking care of me. But it's not the way that's not the way it is. And it's not going to change, because if I try and change it, then I'm just going to hurt them. They're so used to it now, it's pointless. And I let it get this way, of course, by trying to help and whatnot and be there, but now I just hate it. I'd never turn that with my friends. Never. Mainly because they're not caring for me, so I don't ever feel bad. I feel like I'm doing a service. But with my parents, I feel bad. Because it shouldn't be me having to listen to their problems. It should be them listening to mine. But that's just not how it is. And life sucks. But it's just how life goes. As I said, as I say and say and say, God, I just repeat myself and repeat myself. I'm such an idiot. Doesn't matter. No one's ever gonna watch this. Ever. My life just sucks overall. It's great at times. But overall, I think at this point in life, I think I've led a shitty life. There has been good. There's been quite a bit of good. Whether it be from meeting new people to falling in love with someone, even though he, can't exactly give me love back right now. I do hope deep down he still loves me. And, well, that eventually he, shows me a lot more love later on. But then there's those shitty dark moments where I sit like I am now in my room at night, booing my eyes out, or whatever. As Expendables 2, I think, said, we keep it light till it's time to get dark. And then we get pitch black. I don't know if that came through entirely, but that's how I feel. I keep it light around everybody I talk to. And then when I get dark, I get dark. I get pitch black, as it were. And it's just an endless stream of my bullshit. Talking like an idiot. I don't know. I just keep repeating myself, and repeating myself, and repeating myself. But I feel better than when I started, that's for sure. Even if I'm talking to myself. Which I know is probably not exactly the best thing in the world to be doing. As two of my friends know exactly, or well, yeah. Basically, almost everyone I talk to knows how I talk to myself. They make up imaginary friends or some shit. To make my life feel a little better. And it's not the healthiest thing. I know it probably isn't. But it makes me feel better, and I've done it so long that, well, it just seems easier. Seems easier than trying to talk with someone about your problems. It's easier to talk to myself about my own problems. Convincing myself that I'm better than what I really say I am. To convince myself that what's the point of trying to, to kill myself, to cut myself, to do anything harmful to myself. What's the point of leaving my life behind right now when I have so much to live for? Whether that be for my love that I care for, my friends, my family. What's the point? It would just cause so much more pain than good. I would feel happy, at least for myself, until, I realized that, there are a lot of people that kind of care about me, that I've accidentally, made care about me, in which I hold that burden, and, it sucks. Because now I've gotten so close to them that if I decided to leave this world, that it would hurt them just something awful. And I live with that thought on a day-to-day basis. And I think about it a lot when I get in these dark moods and feel sad and listen to the sad music and all this crap, as anyone does. But that's just how it is. I hate life a lot of the time. I do. And in those good moments, those few, very few now, especially with not being able to play as many games as I had, not being able to talk to as many people as I once knew. I truly feel happy. But it's so hard nowadays. I don't even leave I haven't left my room in weeks. I don't even know anymore. I've lost track of how long I've been in this room or in this house, devoid of the world outside. I haven't talked to anyone else other than the people I do online in weeks. I haven't seen anyone outside of my family in weeks. I don't know. I'm repeating myself again. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I say. Yeah, I don't know, or life sucks, or whatever. I just keep repeating myself. I guess it's just an assurance thing for me. But I haven't seen anyone out of this room in weeks. I feel so alone and cooped up in this room, devoid of attention. Like I said, I'm just an attention hawk. That's all I want. Just an attention-seeking bitch. But I now feel better with myself, even if I'm just talking to myself, which I hate. But I feel a little better now. I guess there's maybe a couple more things. Every so often I pour my heart out to my friends. I don't feel the best for it. I do it. I regret it later because, I don't want anyone feeling anything for me. I don't want people to get close to me. I want to take care of them. But then, of course, they want to take care of me. I accept it, but at night when the lights go out and I'm all by myself, who wants to watch? Who wants to? I don't want people to care for me. I really don't. Maybe, I guess maybe I'll talk a little bit about the better things in life to, offset the 30 some odd minutes I've been talking just complete stupidity and just nothingness overall. But I guess start off with one of the better moments in my life. The time 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago, because COVID hit last year. 2 years ago, before all the COVID hit, before everything started shutting down, before the world just basically stopped working, or at least, well, to a better degree. Me and my family had been planning for a year. We went down to Florida. We had plans to go down there regardless because my mom, she had or no, Yins don't know. Yins don't know. Why am I telling Yins don't? But we went down to Florida. My mom had wanted a cat. Yes, a cat. She wanted a Persian. We had saved up the money to go and get her a Persian cat. She wanted one. We already had one, but she wanted another one. So we went and got another one. We drove down there, I don't remember how many hours, but it was a long drive. And we went down to Florida. And we stayed a night or two we stayed a night or two, maybe 3, I don't remember. It's not as clear as it used to be, considering it's 2 years ago, and a lot has happened since then. But we went down there, got a hotel room, and of course it was late when we actually got there, so we kind of just got set in, got food and whatnot, and then spent the night, and just relaxing, and just relaxing, being down there, thinking we finally made it. Then we went over to, we got a hotel right across from Universal Studios, this theme park. Not in it, because those motels in it are extremely expensive. But we got one just outside of it, luckily. And we went the next day, and actually went to Universal Studios theme park. That's where we planned. My parents had wanted to go to Disney World, but when I told them, Disney World sucks. Universal's where all the better rides are at and everything. And they truly are. But we went there. We rode rides. We rode 3 rides. The Kong Skull and Adventure, I think it was called. The Jurassic Park River Adventure. We rode it twice, actually. Hey, there was no line. We went early, so there was no line for that. There was a line for the Kong stuff, but there was no line for the Jurassic Park stuff. So we went down that twice, got soaked twice. That was fun. And then we went over to, where did we go? We went over to see the visitor center that's there. We went, I think, got us some food because we were hungry by that point, and we went and saw a Blue. We went and saw the Raptor Blue that they have that you can meet and greet. Saw that, got a bunch of pictures. I have them. It was all fun and whatnot, and we loved it. 4 tourists looking like idiots walking around the damn park. We had the map out and everything. I had the app downloaded on my phone to show us where we needed to go. And yeah, it was expensive getting in, of course. My mom and dad hadn't calculated exactly how expensive it would be going there. We thought it'd be a lot cheaper, but no. So it was pretty expensive. But we got in and had our fun. And what else? Oh, we went over to the other side of the park from the Jurassic Park stuff and Kong stuff and all that to the major studio part, I guess. Took a picture with the Jaws shark that they have. Got some candies, of course. That they have over there, and went and rode the Fast and Furious ride that they have there. So that was fun. And it wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be, but it was fun. And we enjoyed it. Then after that, I wanted to see the Transformers one, but we were just like, nah. So we went back. We rode the Hogwarts Express back and forth. Rode that. Went all the way back to the other side of the park. Walked all the way out. Oh, and left. And went back to the hotel room. And I think later that day, I'd wanted to shoot my first gun. I had found a gun range that was just down the road from where the hotel was that we were staying in. It was awesome. So I asked my mom and dad, and they said, sure, why not? Since we're here, and it'd be easy to do, and it's right down the road, and why not? And we've done everything else that I've kind of dreamed of, going to Universal and whatnot. So why not just add on to it? So we went, we did all the paperwork and stuff that you have to do and everything, and I shot my first guns. So that was extremely fun. I even got powder burns up my nose. It was terrible. Or well, it was fun. I loved it. And then we came back to the hotel room, went to sleep. Next day we went and got the cat. And we ate at the family's or at the place where we were getting it. Ate at the lady's house that they had. And then we drove home. We didn't sadly make it back the same day. We had to get a motel room and sleep there for the night because everybody was tired and didn't want to go on, and we were all, so we slept for another night in the hotel room, and in another hotel farther down the road. And then the next morning, got up, got everything right, and went on to the house. It was so good to be home. I miss Florida. I miss the beautiful. Oh, and we went to the beach. I forgot to also say we also went to the beach one day. Actually, we went to the beach after Universal. I think I don't remember exactly, but we went to the beach. We got a bunch of seashells and whatnot. It was great. Water was cold, and there was no one there. It was nice and fun. And then we did everything. We got the cat and went on home. Stayed the night at a hotel because everybody was tired. Then picked up the next day and went straight home. I do miss Florida with its beautiful views and everything that was there. Missed the fact of being right next to the Universal Studios theme park. That was the greatest part, honestly. Just being right next to it. It was great. And I do miss the, oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. 40 minutes now, and first 30 minutes were just garbage about me complaining or whatnot. Now, no one's gonna watch this. No. But, so what? No one watches it, But, I miss Florida. I do miss, its beautiful views and sunny beaches. It was cold when we went. Everybody says, oh, Florida's hot. It was cold when we went. We were freezing. We did also go, like, the beginning of December, so. But still, it was pretty darn cold. Then again, we were in Orlando, not like Miami or anything. So, might be a difference there. But I do miss it. I miss the long stretches of road, just the long, like, 4 lane or like 8 lanes of highway down like the center of the thing. It was ridiculously just amazing. I do miss those long roads and those nice views and everything. We even went, actually, I'm leaving out details and remembering as I go, of course. But we even went to a couple shopping malls to, buy some stuff. We bought some shoes, some gifts, some nice stuff. I don't remember which day that was either. I got lost, and honestly, I don't remember anything from that long ago, or at least date-wise. I don't remember what happened in what order, except for the cat was last, and that was it. I don't remember what happened in which order, honestly. But everything that I said did happen, though. So, of course. And, I guess to talk about better things, to, I guess, cover another 30 minutes, I guess, maybe, of content or whatever. I guess to make myself feel better, really. Since I'm going on a spiel, why not just keep going? So, about a week ago, I think a week ago, I put a post on Reddit, of course. I put a post on one of the communities I'm in, and since I'm said I'm homosexual and everything else in this fucking chat, I'm also furry. I put it on r/furry, and I posted that I was asking for friends, basically, asking for some people to talk to. I was nervous about it, but I did it, and I met quite a few people. Well, 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 two of which are two that are I'm extremely friends with, a third that I'm pretty darn close with, and then I've got a fourth that is like in between. I don't talk to him much, and then a fifth that I kind of just listen to and whatnot, like I do with everybody. I just listen and become friends and and it just builds on and shit. But hold on one second. I'm sorry about this. I need to get up. It's getting warm in here. I've been sitting just talking for 46 minutes. But so I posted that asking for friends, and I got quite a few responses, and of course I made quite a few friends. Or well, not quite. I made a few. Some great ones, but yeah. Um, I guess some of the better moments of my life when I got when I actually got my car, or my nice car that I have. It's not, it's mine, but it's in my father's name, and you get the, I guess you hopefully get the gist. I drive it, and I can say it's mine and whatnot, but he technically owns it and whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love the thing, and I've had it for 4 years. I don't remember how many years. Enough years to put on over almost 100,000 miles on it. We had it, or no, not 100,000, or was it 100,000? It's either 105,000 or 150,000. I don't know. I don't know why I think it's 150,000. I feel like it was 105,000 miles, roughly, a little more, a little less, that it had when we bought it. And over these some odd years, it's almost up 200,000 miles. But then again, not only I drive it, my dad drives it too. He has his truck, but he drives my car places. Yeah, he just does. I love that thing. We've modified it. We've changed its appearance. We made it look nice. We put some stickers on it. We put like a spoiler on it. I got off eBay for $60. We did a bunch of stuff to it. It looks nice, and I absolutely love it. I wouldn't have anything else. Of course, my friends or not these newer friends, some of my older friends would criticize me. Maybe, oh, you done this, and this wrong, or like the designs on it. But whatever, fuck them. It's my car, more or less, and I'll do what I want with it. I love it. Who cares? And I just love it. I wish it could be more like the car right here, the Salem Spectre custom that I have, or Salem Spectre. Sorry if the game's a little loud. I haven't really turned it down or whatever, but I've modified this thing. I put ridiculous performance parts on it, like quality +3s, +4s, +2s, trying to get it as high performance rating as possible. And I love the look of it. The mix of Mustang and I guess Skyline / Civic something, whatever. I really don't know entirely what it's a mix of. It's got like not the Skyline, sorry, the GTR. The GTR like taillights. And then of course the Mustang lines of the body and the windows. And then I don't know what from I guess GTR Civic-esque. I don't really know. I kind of wish I knew. Because I'd love to make my car look like this. It'd be so beautiful. But yeah. What to talk about for another 10 minutes, I guess, to just even it out. If I can. I guess I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I mean, that's kind of all I've been doing. Either playing games or watching YouTube. That's all I've been doing. And luckily, with the friends that I made off of asking for them, I actually found a few that actually play PlayStation and whatnot, and I play with one of them. The other one doesn't have PlayStation Plus right now, so, but I play with one of them. I enjoy every moment of playing with them. But, that's so I'm happy there. I am. Why I chose Car Mechanic Simulator? Because it was the only game I could actually record on and have some decent audio, I guess. A game that I wouldn't have music playing in and that I could just talk and not, have to play. But, as I've said, all I do is repeat myself. God. Sound like a broken record, just going round and around and around and around, slightly skipping and just being like, oh, here's a new part, and then just back to the broken shit. I talk to myself, I feel happier. I don't know why, but I just do. It's just something I've gotten used to over the years, making imaginary friends to talk to, and talking to myself in general. Just makes me feel better. And I genuinely care about all of my friends and everyone I know. Even if it's just a tiny bit, I still care about them. As any good friend would. I care about them regardless. Especially if they end up listening to me, because then I kind of, they owe me, I guess, to listen to me, and I don't want them to, but it just happens. I feel I can tell them stuff, but in the end, I eventually regret it because, well, I shouldn't have told them. Now they care about me just as I care about them. It's just a endless clusterfuck. I like being cared for and whatnot, but I don't know. This ain't no quality content. This ain't nothing special. I don't even know. I talk to myself way too much. Just way too much. But it makes me feel better. I feel happy. And I feel a lot better than I did earlier tonight. I feel a lot more relieved, a lot more relaxed. And just overall better. Considering I started off listening to sad music and booing my eyes out like a fucking crybaby. But I feel better now. I don't even know if I really want to send this to anybody now. It seems pointless. It really seems pointless. I don't want to send this to them. But also I really do. Considering honestly how the stuff I've told them, I should send it to them. I really should. But also I should hide it from them and never let anyone see this. But then again, that was kind of rude considering I live streamed it. Probably a bot saw it or some crap. Who knows? Yeah. Just how... Oh. I don't know what to say. Without saying the same stuff again. Which I already just did right then. Saying, I don't know. I'll have to weigh the options. I should send it to them. But I want to keep it hid. Because this is pointless. They're not going to listen for an hour of me being a absolute boring idiot. Mainly because it's 30 minutes of me ranting and being in it and just crying and being a bitch. 30 minutes. Usually I can explain a lot of that faster over typing. I don't know why.
But 30 minutes of BS that they, if I actually send this to someone, will listen to, and then get to the next 30 minutes and just be like, why am I still listening to this? There is no point in this. He's gotten his point across. Why would I listen to the rest of it? That was kind of where I thought I'd honestly end, but I guess talking to myself, talking about the happy parts of my life added a little help to it. I don't know. There I go again. What's worse is I do this a lot by myself. I just start pacing around my room, talking to myself. Like an idiot. Like an absolute insane person. I just start walking and talking. To who? No one. Just me. Just me. Do I wish I was I had someone listening in maybe every now and then? Yeah. But it ain't gonna happen. It's better if no one listens, honestly, because then, I don't have to deal with the consequences of them, either feeling sad for me or trying to, talk to me about stuff. I don't know. Well, either way, it'd be bad. Life is just a very interesting thing. Really. It really is. You can be the nicest person on earth. As a Reddit post I once saw, and you can be the nicest person on earth. You can do everything right. Everything right. But in our society of how it is today, you mess one thing up. You do one thing wrong. And they will judge you forever. It could be the smallest thing in the world. And you will be judged by that one thing. That one thing will completely change your life. As you will be judged upon that one thing you messed up. That's just how our world is. Just is. Now I'm getting into these politics or whatever, some other problems of society. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just the world we live in. Just the world we live in. I might send this. I might at least tell some of the people first what it's about and how long they should probably listen to it. Just to get the spiel over with. Just to get the bullshit over. The point across, basically. But it's 30 minutes of just garbage. It's just that I've told them probably time and time again. But now they get to hear it with an actual voice attached to it. If, I ever send it to them. I don't know. I wanna, I don't wanna. I wanna, I don't wanna. I can never make a decision. I hate making decisions. I'd rather someone else make all my decisions. Or at least just tell me what to do. I like taking orders, not fucking making them. Well, most of the time. At least when it comes to this stuff, I'd rather just, sit quietly and listen instead of trying to tell someone. Who knows? Who knows? A bottle probably watches and be like, what is this? I don't understand. And just be so confused about what on earth this is. I'll probably just... Well, I'll probably leave it on my channel. But I won't send it to you. I may tell someone. I may tell two of my friends, but I won't tell my love. I don't think I will. I don't think I could. Just because he's listened to the same BS that I've spouted for years and years. And he doesn't have time for me. He has his life. He has better shit to do than listen to me bitch and moan. Especially about him not... Nah, I would have covered that in the first 3 minutes. I'm not going to say it now. It's pointless going on this late, an hour later after talking about the whole first spiel, and then go back to it. I'd like to, but it'd be kind of pointless. No, maybe I should. I feel like still talking. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm not tired. I don't have anything to do but eat, shit, and sleep. That's it. I guess I'll talk about it. Fuck it. But he doesn't have time for me with his life. All I complain about is him not being with me, not wanting to love me, not caring for me like I care about him. Like I say, I love him every day and every night. Or I did. I'm gonna stop now. Maybe just on the weekends, I'll say I love him. Just to at least somewhat remind him, but honestly, I don't want to let him forget. I really don't, but I feel like I just should. It's pointless. He doesn't have time for me. He won't ever. Deep down, he may love me, but I'm being such a I'm just being such a bitch. I'm being an attention-seeking bitch. Is all I'm being right now. Just telling him, oh, he doesn't love me. He doesn't show me affection. That's all I'm doing. It's just complaining. Complaining and complaining. That's all I do is complain and whine. That's basically the entire point of this video, was to complain and whine about my life. Of course, there's the middle segue of just, talking about the funner times of my life. But I don't know. I don't know. All I do is whine and complain. And repeat myself. That I definitely do a lot of. Just repeat myself. All I want is for him to love me. To show me a little affection. Even if it's not much, just to show that he really cares. At least a little. About how much I love him. How much I care for him. But he never will. Not till later on, way down the line. When, well, I mean, I'll still appreciate it, and hopefully, I know, but all I am is just an attention seeker. Wanting to have friends, to care about people. I want to care about people, but I don't want them to have to care about me. But in the end, that eventually happens, whether you like it or not. Whether you want it or not, eventually they'll feel like they maybe owe you or just want you to confide in them. Since you've done so much for them, they'll want to pay you back. Even if they don't say it or mean it really, they'll want to. They'll try their little ways and ask maybe Hey, is there anything you want to talk about? Oh, is everything all right with you? Ask simple little questions, and then if you buy into it, like I have of course, like an idiot, you'll start telling them this and that, and it'll lead to this and more, and then you'll just eventually be pouring your soul and heart out and everything that you want to talk about to them. And then that's where the problem lies, at least for me. Then they start caring and actually listening to you when you didn't want them to. You didn't want them to feel bad for you. You just wanted to take care of them. And them alone. And not have to have them listen to you bitch and moan. But life happens. God, I can't wait to not watch this video, of course. I'm not going to watch it back like a fucking idiot. I'm just going to let it sit there. Unlike how I said, oh, maybe the audio is not even working. Maybe I've been sitting here in the fucking quiet, just with my mic fucking muted for however long. No, it's not muted. Well, still, just, the audio is not even recording properly. That my voice sounds like junk. That it's not even working right. And I've just been sitting here talking to myself again, like a babbling idiot. Just talking and talking to no one but himself. Well, I am anyways. I am anyways. Who do I think I'm talking to? There's no one here. No one. No one. It won't matter. Just talk to myself anyways. I talk to myself all the time. Why should I change now? I know it's not healthy, but fuck it, it's a coping mechanism. I do what I do. I suck it up, I talk to myself, and it makes me feel better. I hate that I do it sometimes, but it is what it is. Or well, not sometimes. All the time. Especially after I have a deep conversation with myself about maybe not, trying to cut myself or, ending my life. It seems a little fucked up to talk to myself about that, but be able to understand myself and talk myself out of these situations. That's how good I've gotten at talking with myself. I guess it's practice to help with other people, but it's not exactly the greatest of practice, because then I'm just agreeing with myself and my own thoughts, or it doesn't prepare me for every situation. Just doesn't. I don't know. There again. There I go again. I don't know. World sure is a weird place. Full of liars and haters. Good and bad. Rich and poor. Just all over the place. Been spieling about random junk and complaining for over an hour about nothing but how crappy I feel. To myself, again, to myself. To myself. To no one else but me. And I don't even know if I'm going to send this to anyone. So I had a plan. Maybe I'd send it to my friends, like as a note, like I really feel like this. But then if I do, they'll just feel even worse for me, which is not the plan. I don't want them to feel bad for me. It helps. Like I love that they're there for me, but it doesn't help that I know that I should be the one sucking it up and dealing with my problems. I listen to them. I deal with their problems. Sure, I listen to my own shit and deal with it. I don't let anybody else hear the problems that I end up having because of either listening to them or trying to stop them from hurting themselves or trying to stop them from suicide or just having a shoulder to cry on or yell at. And then it builds up in me, feeling even worse that these people feel this way, that I want to help them. And I do. But then eventually, but it builds up in me that I don't get helped. That I feel sad because there's no one to do that to me. And then eventually when I spill and actually talk to the people that I've helped and tell them the shit that I'm experiencing, it fucks with me later on. It's like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have. I should have just sucked it up and went on with my life. I should just shut up. Shut up and not cared. Or not try to push my problems on other people. I'm fine if other people push their problems on me, if they confide in me. Because I want to help them. I don't want them to help me, because then that's point is, I'm a fucking idiot. I sound dumb, I sound stupid, none of this makes fucking sense. For an hour or 11 minutes, I've been complaining to myself and talking to myself. Complaining about this and that, and how I just am so dumb and so daft. People want them to pay me back regardless. Regardless. And that's just a fact. But I don't want to let them. I don't need to let them. I shouldn't let them. I should just suck up my problems like everyone back in the day did. Just sucked it up and went with it. You hurt? Fuck it. You got a job to do. Do it. Oh, you feel bad? Take some aspirin and get back to work. Oh, you feel like dirt. You don't want... You have emotions and problems. Too bad. Everyone does. Move on. Oh, your wife or husband or whatever left you? So on. Or so what? At some point, everybody's does. Whether it be because they died, they actually left them like through divorce or whatever. It happens. Move on. Sometimes it's just unavoidable, like many things. Life just sucks. Like Rocky said, it's not about how hard. I think it's not how hard you get hit, but it's about taking the hits and keep rolling with them. Basically, that's not the line at all. But life is going to hit you with everything it's got. And you got to learn to keep rolling. To keep going through it. And live on. I hate it a lot. That just sucks. But life is fucking life. Especially with how many people care about me now. I can't exactly, end my life. Because then it'll just make everybody else's life worse. In the end, it would just be a chain reaction of one person and ruining the lives of a bunch of people, then their lives ruining their families or whatever. Then it just spreading and spreading and it'd just be a big fucking domino effect. And it wouldn't work. A lot of times I do want to end my life. Especially with all the heartbreak and BS that I've put up with. And I sound like a bitch, I know. I sound like just a wimp. Even though I just said literally a minute ago, whatever, and at the beginning of it, or somewhere in this, that I need to suck it up and move on. I hate... all I'm doing is repeating myself now. Repeating and repeating like a fucking broken record. It's kind of like my life in general. Oh, you do good stuff, bad shit happens. And to your family. You do good shit for other people, bad shit happens to you for your people. You do good for them, they do bad, or bad happens to you. We try and help people. They end up not helping us back. So, I guess that's where I get it from. I help people and expect nothing in return. Because that's just how our families operated for so long. We've helped people time and time again. Whether it be our friends of our family or just friends in general. We give to people, and they say, fuck you, and don't help us back when we need it. They don't. It's happened time and time again in my life. My family has helped countless people. Or, well, probably countable on, like, both your hands, honestly. But the point is, we help them. Do they help us? No. No, they don't. They do nothing in return. When we ask them for help, no. It's like, oh, no, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. Yeah, I remember that one time. I still don't care. It's like, really? So that's why I just don't want to tell people about my problems, because I don't expect them to, actually, care. I probably should have thought this through a lot better, but hey, that's just the shit of life. You just go through it and you work with what you got. You just go and go. Or something along those lines. I don't fucking know anymore. But with how much my family's helped people, I help people. I don't expect anything in return at all. I don't want people to help me. I don't want people to listen to me. I don't want them to even have a second thought about, he's in a little trouble. I should probably help him. No! As much as I love it when they help me, I also hate it so much. Because I feel like if I try and help them, if I try and lift them up, it's good. It's good. I'm doing a service. I'm helping someone. Then when they try to help me, I feel like an absolute burden. As I probably said somewhere earlier in the fucking video. I just feel like a burden to them. Like, oh, he helped me. Maybe I'll help him. No! Leave me alone! No, I don't want to help! No! And the audio probably just fucking got so loud. It probably sounds like shit. As usual. But I don't want people to help me because I just don't expect anything in return. With how screwed over my family's been in their life, why should anyone help us now? Or help me, anyways. I help someone, I don't expect anything in return. I don't expect them to help me out. That words. I don't expect them to help me at all. I don't. I just let them be. If they need help, I'll help them. I did a lot. I also get it from GTA. I played a lot of GTA before and after my internet stuff happened. I was always the one helping people. Always the one and driving cargo or helping source stuff. Or just being a nice person overall and trying to get them to a better place. It's paid off as now just helping them made me money and made me a lot better. And then of course doing stuff in my solo time. Just do stuff by myself. I don't want anyone to help me. Because I feel like a burden to them. I do things and expect nothing in return. Mainly. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel about life. And I go through it, not expecting any help. I don't expect to have any help in my life. None. Not even from my own family. I don't expect my parents to help me with anything. I have to earn it myself. Although I hate it. I'm lazy. I don't want to do things. But eventually, I'm going to have to suck it up, as I said, and do shit. Although I am the laziest bastard ever. I swear, I've been lazier. Just look at my middle school whole life. Barely did any fucking thing in general. Well, I did, but... I'm just lazy, tired, and a bitch.
just craving attention and wanting someone. Wanting to love someone. I think I might be done. I might be done finally spilling. I think I finally got everything off my chest. Feels a lot better. An hour and 20 minutes later. Finally done talking. If I actually send this to someone, and one of my friends watches this for the entire video, they're gonna hear the most repetitive, broken record BS ever. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm crying. I'm lonely. I want love. I want attention. That's all they're gonna hear. Just for an hour. Or, well, 30 minutes and then probably another 30 minutes. Or, well, 20 minutes. Either way. Yeah, basically an hour of me complaining. I don't know. I might send this to them. I might not. If I actually send this, well, I just said it. I'm already trying to repeat myself. I'm such an idiot. I really am. And I'm talking to myself. That's good. You're talking to yourself. That's nice. An hour and 22 minutes of complaining. I've probably went on longer in my rants when I've been pacing back and forth. I probably went longer. Because of course I didn't have a clock or well, I had my phone, but I never paid attention to the time that I'd spent pacing back and forth, talking to myself about this and that and this and that. I don't know how many nights I've actually done that. I'm just a whiny, complaining person. I really am. Oh well. I think I'm finally done talking. At least I hope so. I probably need to go get me some food. I am rather hungry and get some sleep. I might just send this to my friends without context, honestly. Just say, here. Right over here, just poof. Random video pops up in their messages. As I have my Discord where I keep contact with 3 of them. Two I talk to over Reddit, and my love I talk to over Instagram. So variety. Ugh. Eh. I used to talk to the one I love, the one I talk on Instagram. I used to talk to on PlayStation 24/7, always talking on PlayStation, always. My conversations go back. I don't even know how long the conversation is. I'd love to pull it all and see just the list of stuff going back years that he's helped me with. I need help. I talk to myself way too much. All I've done for an hour and 25 minutes is talk. I'm just repeating. I said I'd get off. I said I'm hungry. I said I'd leave. Am I? No. No, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, staring at my cars, and talking to myself. Talking about complaining to myself. To no one else. No one at all. I just sit here complaining and whining and bitching and moaning about my life. To who? To no one. Yeah. Alright, 25 minutes I think is a good call. Anyway, if anybody actually sees this video and somehow made it this far, what were you doing? What were you doing the entire time listening to me? Why were you listening to me? And if you mind, maybe reach out to me on PlayStation. Name Sugar4055. No capitals, no spaces. As you couldn't tell by the stream on it. Or no, I changed the name of the stream. So if you ever find anybody, maybe reach out. Maybe look at my YouTube channel, write a comment. I don't know. I'd love to listen to you. Find your thoughts, or listen to your thoughts on what the hell I've said here, on how long I've complained, and what did you do to be up and listening to an idiot complaining? I'd love to hear from you. But thank you so much for watching. If you somehow made it this far. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you have a good life. No, I'm not going to end mine. And right after the stream. No. Just hope you have a good life. And if you somehow listen to me and do reach out, I truly thank you. And I hope you don't feel as bad as I do about anything. And that your life maybe goes better than mine ever did. I certainly hope so. So thank you. Check out my other videos. Even though they're garbage. Maybe look at them. Goodbye, everybody. It's been nice.